Good morning. Please rise in body or spirit and join me in singing our opening hymn. Come sing a song with me, number 346 in your gray hymnal, and the lyrics are on the screen.
My job is to remember your wholeness, to sit in the dark with you knowing there is light waiting to embrace you, that it has never left. It may have got reduced to the match in your hand or the switch that will draw open the blinds.
Or it may be glimmering dimly an instinctive understanding buried deep within your heart or mind. It may be in the form of tears sliding down your cheek, or in your voice stifled behind tightly clenched teeth. However well it be hidden, it's my job to seek it and find.
My job is to remember my wholeness, to go beyond form, appearance, and superficiality. However, this gives no guarantee that I have never been broken or forgotten how light gets disguised as apparent chaos inside and outside. It does not mean that I will never forget or require another to hold this same space for me.
My job is to remember our wholeness. And sometimes, you see, it's just easier to care for another so deeply that all self-doubts and mind fogs are set aside. And even our most insistent nightmares and favorite dreams are willingly surrendered, exchanged for the peace of clarity.
Our job is to remember wholeness, whether it be one at a time or together. It's all the same eventually, for all roads lead home. Whether I keep the loving attention on the light within you, us, or me, mindfully walking any of these paths can set us both free. We light our chalice this morning, the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith.
May it be a beacon that helps us remember who we are, where we have been, and illuminate the path forward in co-creating beloved community, here, now, in this present moment.
May we be carriers of its light of radical welcome and warmth into wholeness, into liberation, into the one circle of life. Good morning. Let's welcome those that have come in the door. Welcome to this Sunday service of the Ena River Unitarian Universalist Fellowship here in Durham, North Carolina. I'm Reverend Daniel Trollinger, Executive Minister here, and it is good to be with you in fellowship after summer break. Whoever you are, wherever you come from, whatever your race or gender identities, whomever you love, and wherever you are on your spiritual journey and your search for truth and meaning and liberation, we welcome you. If you're new to the community and visiting for the first or second time, we invite you to rise and body your spirit for just a moment so that we may give you a proper welcome. If you're on the live stream, please introduce yourself in the chat. Thank you all for choosing to spend your Sunday morning with us. If you have children or youth with you, they are invited to attend one of our religious exploration classes as the children are sung out after the time for all ages. We also invite you to fellowship hour and coffee in the fellowship hall directly after the service. The Inquirers class for visitors and newcomers will meet today 10 minutes after the service in the Commons room. So now would be a good time to silence any devices that you have on your person. Let's center ourselves and open to the gifts of this day. Let us begin.
Good morning, good morning. I invite our young people of all sizes and all ages to come closer if you would like for story time or time for all ages. We have a fun book for us today. Good to see you, good to see you. Welcome. Okay, you can come on down if you'd like. All right, so today's story is called When Grandma Gives You a Lemon Tree. Have y'all ever heard a saying about life giving you lemons? Have you heard that? Who's heard of life giving you lemons? We have an idea of what you're supposed to do, right, with those lemons? I wonder if that's connected to this story at all. We'll see. So if your grandma gives you a lemon tree. It's written by Jamie Dinihan and illustrated by Lorraine Rocha. So this is just the inside cover, and y'all may not be able to see it super well, but in this little window, there's a tiny little kid with a party hat, and then the car coming down the road with balloons. Grandma gives you a lemon tree. You were hoping for one of these, and on her list, birthday wish list, robot dog, drone, computer, phone, remote control car, and headphones. Those are what she'd like. But surprise, it's a lemon tree. That wasn't on her list. What should you do when Grandma gives you a lemon tree for your birthday? What should you do? First of all, act excited. Your face should look like this, not this. And definitely not this. Next, say something polite. Try, thank you, just what I needed. Keep smiling until Grandma leaves or falls asleep, and do not harm your lemon tree. I don't think she likes it very much. Don't drop it off a bridge. Tie it to your birthday balloons. Play ding dong ditch the lemon tree. And the sign says, "Dear neighbor, happy lemon tree day." I'd be happy if I got a lemon tree on my doorstep, but I don't think she likes it that much. Now listen closely, this is important. Place your lemon tree in a sunny spot. Be careful not to overwater, and prepare for battle against intruders. Who's intruding? Snails. When winter arrives, keep your lemon tree warm, then wait. And wait, and wait some more. The book she's reading here is cute. It says, so, you own a lemon tree, now what? So she's reading up. She's named the lemon tree Lola. I think she's liking it a little bit more. Once the snow melts, it's time to bring your lemon tree back outside. Well done. Sure, you can decorate your lemon tree or hide behind it. Come out wherever you are. But you know what's even more fun? What might be more fun? Remember that saying? Picking lemons. Woohoo! Pick them, slice them, squeeze them. Come on, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze-a-roo. Ta-da! Now you have lemon juice. Look at her birthday list is up there on the fridge still. It's been a little while. You didn't think I'd just leave you with lemon juice, did you? Of course not. Remember those gifts you were hoping for? It's good you're staying focused. See, she's writing something up on the list. Number 7, even more things. Gather these items. Number 1, lemon juice. Number 2, water. Number 3, a pinch or handful of sugar. And there's a recipe down here. Number 4, flashy lemonade stand, cue a dazzling smile, and ka-ching, count your cash and head to the store. She made lemonade, but really she made money. Now you can finally buy exactly what you want. So she's walking by these things in the aisle. She's walking by electronics and pair computers and robot dogs. And she sees in the garden section, today only, all plants are on sale. Something you can really enjoy. and share with others too. Okay, and then on the inside cover, I thought this was cute. This is what I showed you in the beginning. Look how different the street looks. It used to look so like dry and drab, and she was looking out the window. Now we have this whole beautiful garden for everybody to enjoy. So she made the best out of that lemon tree gift. All right. Thank you, thank you. Now, if you will join me for some religious exploration in the next building, let's go learn some more.
Please take this time to turn and greet your neighbor, especially those neighbors you may not know yet.
My early religious experience was rooted in a Southern revivalist evangelical tradition in my hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina. The congregation was predominantly African American, with my brother and me, the biracial grandchild of the church's pastor, the lone exclusions. For over 30 years, my grandfather led that community, and I witnessed a remarkable transformation each Sunday. The man I knew primarily from summer visits to his home, dozing away in his chair while the Price is Right played in the background, would become an electrifying presence at the pulpit. His charisma and gift for storytelling breathed life into 2,000-year-old stories, inducing genuine spiritual inspiration among everyone that listened. That church bestowed upon me many gifts: a moral foundation, a commitment to serve my neighbors, a sense of belonging in an often challenging world. It also introduced me to the concept of the ever after. For those unfamiliar, the ever after represents your eternal destination after life concludes. The options are binary: either an eternity in heavenly bliss surrounded by angels in never-ending worship, or consignment to infernal torment without relief. The concept was presented with such unwavering certainty that I sometimes wondered whether those sharing the message were trying to convince me or reassure themselves. Nevertheless, even as a child, I understood enough about math to recognize that 80 to 90 years on earth couldn't compare to an eternity in the ever after. I was baptized at age 10. In that tradition, the moments of our mortal lives served as a test determining our eternal destination. Our earthly experiences were portrayed almost as obstacles to overcome while keeping our focus fixed on the permanent glory that awaits. Reflecting now, I realize that this emphasis on the afterlife actually represented a seed of hope planted during generations of unspeakable oppression. The church provided a sanctuary where Black Americans could escape, if only temporarily, from the discrimination and dehumanization they faced beyond its walls. A promise that things can and will improve so long as you're able to endure the tribulations of the world outside. As I grew older, I moved away from Charlotte. I was dislocated from that church community and began to explore other religious traditions. My journey first led me through various Christian denominations, then on to Judaism, Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, and others. Coincidentally, I also discovered sin. But none so egregious so as to warrant eternal damnation, I hope. In my exploration, I came across a Buddhist parable that resonated deeply with me. A monk walking alone on a mountain path suddenly found himself pursued by a tiger. Running desperately, he reached a cliff with a vine hanging over it. He leapt, grasping onto the vine to lower himself away from the danger, only to discover that there was another tiger below. At that very moment, a small mouse emerged from a crevice and began to gnaw at the vine. Suspended between certain deaths, the monk noticed a wild strawberry growing just within his reach. He plucked it, placed it in his mouth, and savored its perfect sweetness. That parable offered me an entirely different perspective on time and presence. It illustrated that each moment, regardless of circumstances, contains a myriad of experiences, pleasure, pain, everything in between, that each moment can be its own end, equipped with strawberries, if we are present to notice them. That thought catalyzed my journey through mindfulness, guided meditation, retreats, nature walks, and journaling. Practices to cultivate a new objective, the ever-present. I can't say with certainty whether the ever-present or the ever-after is more important, but I also don't believe that they're in opposition to each other. Perhaps they can even complement each other, our appreciation for the present moment empowering us to perform the compassionate acts that improve life for those around us. By practicing presence in the moment, we are able to glimpse the peace of mind we seek in the ever after.
Please join me now in the spirit of prayer and meditation. Spirit of life, we enter this time together with a longing to know connection, resisting the urge to rush to the next moment and the next. Let us pause and acknowledge the gifts of this day. We are blessed with a space and opportunity to live out our common values, to bring justice, equity, and compassion into our daily lives, to resist all that threatens the earth and her people, and to embrace our dream of a world community of peace and justice for all. May we open to discover the many ways to embody the light of compassion in our journey together. Each week, we also hold on our hearts joys and concerns, be they local, global, or here within our ERUUF community. This morning, we hold concerns and challenges in the broader community. We hold all those affected by the ongoing conflicts in Sudan, in Gaza, and Ukraine, and around the world. We also hold those throughout the world who continue to be impacted by the devastating effects of intense weather and natural disasters. We hold in our hearts and acknowledge the suffering and grief that informs our mission to side with love again and again. We hold in our hearts the heart and soul of the world. May we find ways to remember the power of love to heal and transform. And let us also take a moment to hold all those joys and possibilities that lay before us in life. May we continue to share warmth throughout these moments on our journey. In the spirit of unity and compassion together, we breathe and listen and appreciate the gift of community together in silence. And so it is. Amen, Ashe, and blessed be. Have you ever heard about something that was a little hard to believe? Not some wild conspiracy theory, but something grounded in facts and science. Well, recently I did. The power of the human mind to influence the physical world has been a topic of fascination for centuries. In recent years, scientific experiments have begun to explore whether thoughts and intentions can genuinely affect matter. One intriguing study in the 1990s, conducted by Dr. Renee Poack and her colleagues, provides compelling evidence that the mind, or in this case, even the consciousness of animals, might influence physical systems in surprising ways. This groundbreaking research involved baby chicks, a simple robot, and something called a random number generator. The small can-shaped robot could drive itself around on little wheels and had a pen underneath to trace its path on paper. It had a random number generator directing the steering. The robot was placed in the center of a table covered with paper and set moving, and it traced a random pattern around the whole area. A variable was introduced. 15 baby chicks were then bonded to the robot by the process of imprinting. The chicks were placed in a small cage at one end of the table. The small can mama chick robot was placed in the center of the table and turned on. The chicks felt anxiety when the robot moved away, yearning for it to be close. These chicks collectively had a profound effect on the robot's movement and thus the random number generator. It moved towards the chicks and at the end of the table closest to them, tracing just on this side of the paper. Now, as a control group, 15 non-bonded baby chicks were placed into the cage, and the robot traced a pattern around the whole area again. Now, this experiment was repeated many times, always with the same result. This experiment suggests that intention might have tangible effects. This aligns with other studies as well, yet the implications are profound. If minds, human or animal, can influence physical systems, it opens the door to new ways of thinking about everything from healing and well-being to technology and artificial intelligence. It also raises questions. Are we merely passive observers of a world governed by the laws of physics, or do our thoughts and intentions actively shape the fabric of reality? But this is just one small study, right? Well, my goal here today is not to provide an exhaustive review of all the scientific research related to the nature of consciousness and quantum physics. I am curious, though, to see if we can explore together the possibilities that may emerge from a brief look into this space. Where my mind goes when I hear about the baby chicks impacting the robot is, what impact can we have as a people who care for one another in the world? How can we translate our commitment to equity and justice into intentions that can impact not only the world around us, but the world within us as well? In other words, what's the potential for the spiritual journey? This summer on study leave, I attended an experiential meditation workshop on the power of aligning the brain and the heart with intention. This work was grounded in ongoing scientific research from multiple sources on the impact of meditation on the microbiome, immune system, mental and emotional resilience, and much, much more. One part that stood out to me was the Heart Math Institute, a nonprofit research and education organization dedicated to helping people for over 30 years reduce stress, self-regulate emotion, and build resilience for happy and healthy lives. For many years, Heart Math has been studying how the heart and brain communicate with one another and how that affects our consciousness and the way in which we perceive our world. And as an example, when we experience elevated emotions like gratitude, love, or compassion, the heart beats a certain signature pattern, message. Because the heart creates the largest electromagnetic field in the body, it can yield significant data for researchers. Now, beyond heart math, there's been a great deal of research in the mind-body space about the dynamics of different meditation practices on the physiology of the body. And research shows some very beneficial effects when we learn how to bring the heart and mind into rhythm together and to coherence. Heart coherence, a state where the heart, mind, and emotions are in sync, offers various benefits, including reduced stress, enhanced immune function, and improved emotional regulation. It also fosters potential for enhanced cognitive function and deeper social connection. I invite you in this moment to join me in a simple exercise to get a sense of what coherence feels like. And we'll do this in stages. So just where you are, sit comfortably. You can lower or close your eyes, whatever works for you. And let's get a baseline. Just check in with how you are feeling in this moment. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being optimal, how are you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, or composite altogether? So get a sense of where you are, and we'll begin a simple heart coherence practice with heart breathing. Focus your attention on your heart area in the center of the chest, and breathe just a little deeper, in for the count of 5, and out for the count of 5. In for the count of 5, out for the count of 5. And to this heart breathing, we'll add a heart focus. Imagine now this same breath breathing through your heart. Picture yourself slowly breathing in and out of your heart area. Let this feel natural, just breathing into the heart and breathing out of the heart. And then add a heart feeling. Activate a positive feeling as you maintain your heart focus and breathing. Recall a time you felt good inside and re-experience that feeling. Remember a special place or a loved one or a loved pet. The key is to focus on something you truly appreciate and feel. Notice. When you're ready, continue to breathe through the heart with the intention to allow the heart and mind to come into rhythm and resonance. Let this emerge in a natural way, feeling the brain and the heart move into resonance, a state of coherence. It may take a moment and some practice to feel this. Just relax and allow. Remember, the body already knows this state of balance and coherence. We are simply breathing into the awareness of our natural state of wholeness. Allow this rhythm and resonance of heart and mind to grow deeper with each breath. Notice. Breathe into the heart, feel appreciation, sync heart and brain, relax, allow, expand. Just breathe and notice. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Feel your feet firmly on the floor and feel yourself seated and grounded into this present moment. Now check in with yourself again, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Do you feel any different than when we started? what would it be like to do this for more than just a couple of minutes? Say 10 minutes a day. Breathing into the heart with appreciation, syncing heart and brain in resonance, in coherence. Feel free to practice this further when you're at home. From this place of mindful awareness, let's continue our journey together. With practice, the awareness of heart-mind coherence can extend beyond focused meditation time. It can make a powerful impact on the way we approach everything we encounter in life. Quiet meditation can turn into walking meditation, can transform into living meditation. Every single day we make choices about how we spend our time, our energy, our attention, and resources. The seeds we are planting today with our choices, actions, and awareness reflect what we care about. We are in a mutual web of interdependence, and as such, our choices matter. What we pay attention to or not matters. In today's information-filled world, we're constantly moving from one thing to the next to the next. What is it that causes us to miss out on this ever-present thing called life? Well, we miss out when we're oblivious to the present moment, when our attention and awareness are fragmented or distracted. Or sometimes we receive a gift that we didn't expect, like a lemon tree. I don't know about you, but sometimes I get distracted or overwhelmed. Life can be busy, our attention pulled in so many directions all at the same time. This pulls us out of here and now. And this is where spiritual practice comes in. For it teaches us to remember something more, calls us back to ourselves, and invites us to cultivate new habits of the heart. Meditation in so many different forms is a powerful way to reset and recenter. The practice of heart-mind coherence is a reminder that our attention is a precious gift. An authentic spiritual practice requires a willingness to open, listen, and go deeper into the generous present moment, again and again. Then there are gifts there. There's the possibility of encountering something greater than the limited self and connecting to the light of wisdom within. Does this happen instantly or easily? Sometimes not. This is why it's called spiritual practice. This was my work this summer, to listen, to practice, to center and recenter, cultivating heart-mind coherence, the practice of being present. Heart coherence, a state of cooperative alignment between the heart, mind, emotions, and physical systems, can expand into personal and social coherence. As individuals and groups practice increasing coherence, it paves the way for a collective momentum that has the power to transform and uplift on a global scale. Global coherence. Michelle Obama states, "I know now that we'll have to work for positive change. When we have everything we need within ourselves to do this. We're each gifted in unique and important ways. It is our privilege and our adventure to discover our own special light." Yet sometimes we forget our light or dim it. Have you ever been somewhere in a big group and just wanted to be invisible? Not to hide so much as just be anonymous or unnoticed, not to have to be on in some way. And recently attending a workshop, and as someone who's generally facilitating, I wanted to just be in the group, not have to teach, answer questions, So consciously, or not consciously, but on some level, I deployed an invisibility cloak like Harry Potter. With this move, though, I was inadvertently dimming my own light. At the workshop lunches, there's the usual congenial small talk, where are you from, etc. Except one day, a person I was talking to engaged the conversation in a different way. They were fully present, not on social autopilot, not on extrovert overdrive, just pleasantly present. I soon realized they could see me beyond my invisibility cloak. So I named it, and the conversation then deepened. All because someone was authentically present and I responded in kind to match their energy. When I recognized this presence, I let go of my resistance and my cloak and stepped into the space more fully, into the generous, present moment. What space do we hold for one another when we are distracted, when we are dimming? What intentions, conscious or not, unfold when we are contracted? Now, on the other hand, what space do we offer when we are present in the now? What intentions emerge when we come from the heart, from a place of coherence? Cultivating the garden of our inner world on a regular basis gives us the opportunity to open and listen, being present to now with the eyes of the heart. Who we really are always emerges in the generous present moment. It begins anew with the attention we offer to ourselves and to life. And learning to live more consistently in the now, we access our higher emotional potential, understanding and forgiveness, empathy and compassion. It takes renewed energy and focus to exercise the spiritual muscles needed to embrace the feelings that may have closed our hearts or dimmed our light. With practice, we can claim the power to exercise our awareness in ways that liberate our minds and hearts into greater coherence. Then we begin to operate from a fountain of aliveness and intelligence in which we perceive each moment's innate wholeness, and to which our natural response is a sense of gratitude. Spiritual practice helps us to remember and provides a way to bring us into the present, into heart coherence, into wholeness, into oneness. Deeply knowing our connection with one another, with life, precipitates then a cascade of choices to redress actions and systems that perpetuate suffering. We act because we care. A remembering of oneness is a return to love, which naturally expresses into words, actions, and choices based on wholeness. Then we each can translate this state of being, this coherence, in ways appropriate to our gifts and our intentions in the world. What is needed now, what evolution itself is demanding, is that we experience the self-transcending power of the coherent heart. We need to reclaim the fullness of our being that is ever present and always seeking to awaken within us. In doing so, we become radiant transmitters of a profound faith in life, and the world begins to change, one heart at a time. When we live with true heart-centered coherence, we build our worlds moment by moment from a sense of our own wholeness, and thus always invite wholeness. In the sweet spot of the generous present moment, all possibilities exist. It's a place of creative and generative potential. And it takes practice together to remain centered in love and remember that life is about consciously embracing each moment with awareness of our part in a greater wholeness. Here again, a portion of our opening words, Remembering Wholeness by Sangeeta Bhagwat. My job is to remember your wholeness, to sit in the dark with you knowing there is light waiting to embrace you, that it has never left. My job is to remember my wholeness, to go beyond form, appearance, and superficiality. It does not mean that I will never forget or never require another to hold this space for me. My job is to remember our wholeness. And sometimes you see it's just easier to care for one another so deeply that all self-doubts and mind fogs are set aside. And even our most insistent nightmares and favorite dreams are willingly surrendered, exchanged for the peace of clarity. Our job is to remember wholeness, whether it be one at a time or together. It's all the same eventually, for all roads lead home. Whether I keep the loving attention on the light within you, us, or me, mindfully walking any of these paths can set us both free. May it be so. It takes a lot to keep a large congregation running. Thank you for your ongoing support by offering your time, talent, and treasure. Please place the tangible gifts in the offering house as it's passed around, or point your device at the QR code and go for there. Thank you for your generosity. We give thanks for all the many gifts that support the building and sustaining of this thriving community, especially the gift of special music this morning. Thank you, Paul and Kate. Wendy will now lead us in our closing hymn.
Please rise in body or spirit and join me in singing number hymn 299 in the gray hymnal, Make Channels for the Streams of Love. The lyrics are on the screen. But if at any time we cease such channels to provide, the very founts of love for us will soon be parched and dried. For we must share if we would keep this gift on us above. We cease to give, we cease to have. Such is the love of love.
Our closing words today come from John O'Donohue. May you listen to your longing to be free. May the frames of your belonging be generous enough for your dreams. May you arise each day with a voice of blessing whispering in your heart. May you find a harmony between your soul and your life. May there be kindness in your gaze when you look within. May you never place walls between the light and yourself. May you allow the wild beauty of the invisible world to gather you, mind you, and embrace you in belonging. Go in peace. Go in love.
Yeah.